Welcome back everyone to another LEGO Star Wars video. In today's video I've got my honest predictions for the 2023 winter wave of LEGO Star Wars. Let's get into it, guys. So yes guys, welcome back to another video. I know I've done these in the past. I used to do these back in like 2017, 2018, 2019, but I feel like back then I had a little bit more of a less open mind and was really hoping for, a lot of the prequel stuff, back then was the case. They did not put out a lot of prequel stuff, and I was younger back then, but I feel like nowadays, I think this list I'm coming out with today, I think is an honest representation of what I think they would do. And quite frankly, I think most of these are, I think actually all of these are possible. I mean, none of these are really out of the realm of possibilities, and I feel like it's a very good mix of everything. So of course, 2023 is the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi, so we have to keep that in mind. Although I don't think they're going to be doing too much as is, and I think what they do, represent Return of the Jedi, I think will be more towards in the summer and the latter half of the year. But I do have a little bit for the movie in this set list right here. Let's move on, guys, and this is a exact copy, one-to-one copy of last year, of 2022, and basically this all comes down to the fact January 1st and March 1st sets. Whether they split up again or not, I'm not too sure, but March 1st sets were technically supposed to be released in the winter wave as well last year, or this year. So let's get into, guys, with the polybag. We got 304.96, TIE Bomber polybag, $4.99. I think this is a strong possibility. I think every year LEGO comes out with a polybag for Star Wars, kind of one of those that's just going to sit at your local store for $5, be a May 4th promo. And I think, to kind of tease a TIE Bomber, I think having a polybag form of it, they make foil bags of it, so they really only have to make one a little bit bigger. And so I don't think it's out of their possibility, of course, and I feel like to really tease us for a potential real TIE Bomber coming out in a year or two, I think they would actually do that. Moving on, guys, to the two accessory packs. The one that I think is pretty much a give me is 75339, the Defensive Endor accessory pack, $15 of course. I think this one will basically be an exact copy of the Hoth Rebel one, but be for the Endor Rebels, and you'll probably include a little, first off the minifigures, I think 2 Endor Rebels and 1 Ewok. I'm not too sure if they will do an Ewok, but if not, just 3 Rebels, I guess, and same thing, 2 little side builds for your Rebels and for Endor. Moving on, guys, to the next one, 75340, the Phase 2 Clone Trooper accessory pack, $15. So this is obviously a strong want. I want this a lot, but again, I think it's possible for them. They made Phase 1 clones. 20 years of Attack of the Clones, whatever. Go with the gunship prior. Sure. But this one at least could technically go with the ATT a little bit, with 2 plain Phase 2 clones and then 1 Star Corps Phase 2. So the yellow markings, I just don't see them. Since they did the yellow Commander in the Phase 1, I see them maybe doing an exact copy for the Phase 2. I don't see them really doing a Shock Trooper or a Wolf Pack or a 501st. That'd be nice, but I feel like eventually we'll get those minifigures in other sets, kind of like the 212th, kind of being a more high-end set, and, get the plain guys for pretty cheap, which that'd be a dream. I mean, can we imagine? 3 Phase 2 updated clones, $5 each an accessory pack. That thing's going to sell more crazy than the one this year. Let's move on, guys, to the next one. We got their $20 battle pack for the year. 75341, the Imperial Soldier battle pack, $20, January 1st. I think this will basically be like the Snowtrooper one, but for just regular Imperials. If anything, what they could do, and now I'm actually going to probably change what I have on this list right here, because it's, Return of the Jedi, is do 2 plain Stormtroopers, 1 Shadow Trooper to kind of change it up, and then I have originally 1 Imperial Officer on here, but I think they actually changed it out for a Scout Trooper, so I'll put a 4th minifigure being a Scout Trooper in there. I think it's definitely a possibility. I don't see why not. Build up that Imperial Army. They seem to have more faith in wanting to produce more of, say, the Imperial stuff, so, in their eyes, Stormtroopers are going to sell more than Clone Troopers. So, make a $20 battle pack for them. And, of course, grand scheme of things throughout the entire year, say they come out with a few different Endor sets. Later in the year, I definitely think they're coming out with the MBS Endor. Again, whether it's the bunker or another kind of village. But, you need some Stormtroopers for that battle, of course. So I don't think this one's out of the realm of possibilities. Moving on to the next one, guys. We got the $10 Microfighter for the year, 75342. The Mandalorian N1 Starfighter Microfighter. Basically just kind of like how they did the Razor Crest. Just do a smaller version of the... basically just take that Naboo Starfighter Microfighter from, I think, 2016 and make it the N1 Starfighter for the Mandalorian and include the face-printed Mandalorian in there and call it a day for $10. I don't see why they would not do that. So there is that. Moving on, guys, to basically the 1 regular set. I realized this year they only came out with really 1 regular set of any price, of any price increase, I guess, this year, being 75343. I have the B-Wing Starfighter on here for $50. I think this is one that, the last B-Wing we had was 2014. B-Wings are featured prominently in Return of the Jedi, and I think it is time to have a new B-Wing, and for their sake, put a B-Wing in kind of their miniature scale. Go with the $50 X-Wing, the $40 TIE Fighter, kind of have it in that scale, be a little bit smaller. That's why I think for $50 it's not too unrealistic. B-Wing Pilot, 10 Numb, and Lando, I think that'd be a nice little minifigure selection in there. 10 Numb and Lando would definitely be the highlights, and then B-Wing Pilot to actually pilot the ship. So that is that one, guys. Moving on to 75345, the Darth Vader attack, $30. This year's Death Trooper attack. And it's basically going to be the opening scene of A New Hope, I think. I really am surprised they've never made something off of that, and I think now is the perfect time. I think, if they don't do this in the next, 3 years, I'd be very, very surprised. It's literally original trilogy. It's the first scene of the first movie. If that's not original trilogy, I don't know what is. So Darth Vader attack, an updated Darth Vader, hopefully with arm printing and, kind of the good one like that. And then 3 Rebel fleet soldiers. And that's basically that. I think, easy done it. Nice little set right there. Just do the little hallway scene. Again, 200 pieces, those 4 minifigures, and call it a day. I think that'd be one of those sets that I think everyone, again, I'm not even the biggest OT fan in the grand scheme of things, but that would be a day one buy for me. It's a beautiful scene. I really like it. And I think they did the Dark Trooper attack one well for what it's worth. And I think now it's time to do this one. Moving on, guys, to the next one, 75347. Again, kind of keeping into the Return of the Jedi kind of scheme right here. We have the Home One Mon Calamari Cruiser for $99.99, kind of the Boba Fett Palace of this year. So March 1st. And then I think the minifigures on this one, Ackbar, Mon Calamari Soldier, Mon Mothma, and then 2 Rebel pilots. Whether or not they include a little A-Wing in there, probably. So maybe an A-Wing pilot, and then just kind of a regular, regular pilot, or maybe even a little officer guy, but I think this one's pretty cool. Whether it's $100 or $120, of course, the old one I think was $100 back in 2008 or 2009. Also a Toys R Us exclusive, so I don't know if that took into account the little price hike right there. Since I think it's right over here. How many is? I think it's only 700 pieces on the old one. But I think the new one, whether it's $100 or $120, do something in that regard. Home One Mon Calamari Cruiser, a nice little play set right there, kind of like the Boba Fett Palace. Have a couple nice minifigures. Represent the 40 year of Return of the Jedi, and call it a day on that one. Moving on, guys, to the 3 busts, and then we'll close off the video. We have 75348, the C-3PO bust, $60. I think this one is eventually going to happen, of course. I think it's definitely one of those where if they want to have a iconic character, I think it will work. That'll be one of those where maybe they'll have to increase the price $10. Maybe it'll be a $70 bust instead, just to having to use all the pearl gold. It'd be very, very cool if they used metallic gold. The shiny gold on there, that'd be incredible. I would pay $100 for that. If it was a perfectly shiny, all outer plated metallic gold, that'd be beautiful. But I think they'd probably stick with pearl gold, which is pretty cheap for them. They use it in a lot of stuff. Pearl gold is very common. So whether it's $60 or $70, I think C-3PO would be a nice one. Moving on, guys, to the next one, 75349. I am putting the Jango Fett bust on here. I think it's one of those where, look, they've done Boba Fett, they've done the Mandalorian. Why not just knock out a Jango Fett? It's literally just take the Boba Fett one, recolor it, change up the visor a little bit. Just a little. It's not that big of a deal. And I think, again, it'd be a hot seller for them. They don't want to admit that, but I think Jango Fett bust, for what it is worth, will look good, very good next to the other ones. It'll look excellent next to Boba Fett. And I think this one would be the $70 one. No problem. If not, maybe change out the C-3PO. If C-3PO is the more expensive one, who knows? But at this point, everything's going up, so who really knows these prices anymore? But the Jango Fett bust, I don't see why not. I think it'll work out really well. A little bit of a prequel action thing going on for this wave. Not too much, but just a nice little touch, I feel. And that would definitely be a day one buy for me. Moving on, guys, to the last one, we got the Royal Guard bust. We got $60 on this one. And just kind of another kind of classic Imperial thing. They've done everything. TIE Fighter pilot, Stormtrooper, Vader, Scout Troopers, just knock out the Royal Guard. I think that'd be pretty cool, and again, work pretty well if they were to round it off enough, pretty well in a bust form, and be a nice color pop for a change, nice red helmet bust. I think that'd be pretty cool. So that's basically that, guys. Those are all my ideas and predictions for 2023 Winter Wave. You know, between January 1st and March 1st, I think these are all strong possibilities. I mean, let me know down below. Am I wrong for this? I mean, are any of these just out of the ordinary and just not going to happen? Or let me know your thoughts. I mean, let me know your list down below as well. You know, give me your top couple things you guys think will come out in 2023, and then we'll see who is right. I mean, like I said, it's just a nice little fun little game here. I'd be very curious to see if I got any of these right, because I think these are pretty realistic. I don't think any of these are out of the ordinary, and I think I did a pretty good job on this, coming up with this list over the past day or so. So thank you guys all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Mock announcement video coming out tomorrow. I've got the thumbnail made. I've got the mock planned out. I'm already running some numbers, and so yeah, stay tuned, guys. 24 hours from now, the new, very large, is going to be a little hint, a little spoiler here, 3 6-foot table big mock again. So back to the original 2015 Naboo size, coming out tomorrow and announced tomorrow. So thank you guys all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for us. See you guys later. Bye, guys, and stay safe.